Hello? Ma'am.
Venturing into the unknown can be thrilling.
What the
But sometimes you stumble upon something that makes you deeply regret your decision. Tonight, we're diving into several disturbing encounters shocking people around the internet. Before we begin, a warning. The last story is truly shocking. A hunter, despite all warnings, ventured into a haunted Siberian forest, and what happened next will chill you to the bone. The video starts in complete darkness, with only faint glimpses of the hunter and his eerie surroundings. Suddenly, he starts sprinting, his panic palpable as something or someone chases him through the desolate woods. There's an unsettling growl, unlike anything you'd expect, echoing from the treetops. The hunter's heavy breathing and panicked voice betray his desperation as he frantically tries to escape. He points his camera upward, following sounds of breaking branches. Whatever is chasing him isn't on the ground. It's in the trees. In full panic mode, the hunter fires 3 shots into the darkness, but his shaky aim misses. He mutters to himself in desperation, trying to stay calm as the relentless pursuit continues. Even after the shots, the entity stalks him from unseen angles, leaving the hunter defenseless and terrified. Whether this is incredible acting or proof of something more sinister in those woods, one thing is clear. This encounter is spine-chilling. If I were in his place, I'd probably just accept my fate right there. This strange clip from Australia might just be proof that forests hold more than just animals. The video starts with a boy casually making a fire in the middle of the forest. Why, only he knows. Suddenly, a massive, mysterious creature appears. Instead of fleeing, the boy does something unexpected.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
He throws something at it. This only agitates the creature, which begins chasing him aggressively. It's towering, moves with a humanoid gait, and has everyone calling it a yowie. While the encounter looks terrifying, I can't help but feel it might be fake. For one, the yowie resembles someone in a costume. And seriously, Who decides to wander into the middle of a forest to make a fire? Not exactly the actions of a rational person. Still, it's creepy enough to make you wonder. This next video will definitely have you questioning what you see. While a camper was busy making a campfire, he noticed something strange in the distance. A head appeared to be peeking from behind a wall-like structure, an eerie face with long white hair and a beard. At first glance, it could be mistaken for a stone, but the resemblance to a face is uncanny. What's truly unsettling is the lifeless, fixed stare from the distance. But that's not all. Things get creepier. Later, the same head appears much closer, peering from behind. Strangely, the camper doesn't seem to notice. This chilling detail makes it clear that wasn't just a rock, but who or what was it? And what were its intentions? Still, we don't have answers. A boat crew in Algomia, Wisconsin, stumbled upon a really bizarre phenomenon while heading back.
We're chasing a green blob.
Yeah, we're chasing a green blob. We're chasing a green blob right now. Yeah, we're okay. You guys want to see this thing? You want to see this thing?
A bright green blob was spotted in the water, moving continuously in the pitch-black sea. The crew chased after it, and we can hear the captain speaking to nearby ships, or perhaps the control center, about what they were encountering. It's bizarre. Could it be a submarine surfacing? If it were, it would likely have sent out a radio signal to the boat. Or could it be something even stranger? Maybe aliens are stalking us from the waters now. This next video shows a worker's chilling experience that will make you think twice about taking night shifts. The worker discovered a statue head placed on the breaker box. Blindfolded for no apparent reason, the sight alone sent a chill down his spine. But things only got creepier from there. He noticed a strange figure dressed in black sitting on a seat in a room. The figure was looking down, but when it heard him, it glanced up. Its face resembled a woman's, but it was ghostly and unsettling. The worker couldn't help but feel that it might be connected to the statue head he found. What's even stranger is that when he reported it, the company told him to leave it where it was. What if another worker finds it and takes it? I don't even want to imagine. Keep your door locked, because you never know when you might get a visit from this strange lady. This video was shared by an Instagram user who noticed something odd one Saturday morning. This woman acting strangely outside his house. She was attempting to get inside the fence, but the owner stopped her.
Anyway, see the wrong motherfucker. They need to come on around here. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy business right here. I won't let my dog, but yeah, oh shit.
She looks as if she's possessed by a demon. At one point, she even tries to attack the owner, but he manages to get back inside the fence. However, she forces her way in, though the owner keeps her out.
No. So this is still happening.
Look at her eyes. It's as if a demon is burning her from the inside. She keeps muttering the name of Jesus, even while lying on the ground.
I'm being rebuked in the name of Jesus. Yo, I'm not sure what happened to this lady.
In the name of Jesus.
But I'm not sure what happened to this lady. Something got to happen.
She continues rebuking him in the name of Jesus. The cops were called, and the situation was eventually handled. I suspect the woman was either drunk or suffering from mental illness, causing her to act in such a disturbing way. Still, it's pretty terrifying to be attacked by someone exhibiting demon-like behavior. If the last video didn't make you lock your doors, this next one will definitely have you checking twice. Uploaded on Reddit, this video shows a house ring camera capturing a truly terrifying woman trying to open the door with her keys. Her eyes appear dilated and her nose looks injured. She slowly and calmly keeps attempting to open the door. At one point, she even uses a revolver keychain to try and insert it into the keyhole, which makes you wonder if she's just a lost, drunk woman. The bruise on her nose looks like a recent fall. Maybe she's just trying to find her way home. Or maybe, just maybe, she's faking it to get inside. These days, you never know. This TikTok video shows a hotel receptionist encountering a terrifying scene in the lobby while working.
They said it's not the hotel that's haunted, it's the graveyard.
Oh.
So this service road here where Danny and I used to park, that's the old Stony Plain Road. Do you really think when they dug up all the bodies here, that was a good one, moved them over to the graveyard?
The CCTV footage captured in the lobby reveals a white smoky figure that appears out of nowhere, hovering and moving around. The figure has a random shape but stands out clearly against the surroundings. According to the receptionist's friend, Tim, who can be heard in the video, the building was constructed near a service road that was once an old, stony graveyard, said to be haunted. This ghostly figure, it seems, is linked to that graveyard. Creepy stuff indeed. A group of explorers set out to investigate a chilling rumor, but what they encountered was far more terrifying than they expected. The group ventured into a bus parking lot that locals whispered was haunted. As they moved around, a strange, unsettling vibe filled the air, sending shivers down their spines.
Miren. Está encendido, ve. Están encendidos. Se han encendido las luces del bus.
One old bus, out of service for years, had its tail light still glowing. It was eerie enough to draw them in for a closer look.
Pero la realidad es que no, dado que se confirma lo que algunos locatarios comentan, eventos inexplicables.
While exploring, the camera accidentally caught a glimpse of a dark figure lurking behind a tree, barely visible in the shadows. They pressed on and entered the bus, only to find it empty, just an oppressive darkness inside.
Aunque a la distancia no logra ser tan claro, una vez que Henry García acerca la imagen, queda visible algo interesante.
As they were leaving, the cameraman took one last look and captured something truly chilling. A dark figure stood in front of the buses, almost as if it was bidding the explorers farewell, warning them not to return. Whatever that figure was, this place is undoubtedly haunted, and now we have undeniable proof. This unsettling video, shared on Instagram, is leaving viewers seriously creeped out just by watching. A biker stumbles upon what appears to be a cave opening. As he gathers his things, he suddenly hears a voice calling for help from inside. The voice sounds unmistakably human.
What? Hello?
Help.
Why is that?
Help.
Hello? What the hell?
Suspicious and confused, the biker hesitates, unsure who could be in there, but his curiosity gets the better of him. He throws a branch into the cave for a closer look. What happens next is enough to make your blood run cold.
What the Yep, nope, I'm good.
The cave throws a bone back at him, sending the biker into a panic and sprinting away. The whole scene is unnerving, especially with deer antlers surrounding the cave's entrance, giving the impression that whatever lurks inside could be a vicious predator. If you ask me, it's possible that a skinwalker was using a human voice to lure him in. Terrifying, right? Driving at night, you always need to be careful, not just because of the traffic, but because of things like this. Did you notice it? Let me slow the video down for you. There it is, a white, transparent figure walking toward the car. It looks like a ghost appearing out of nowhere. The driver seems unaware of it at the time. It could be a camera glitch, but such a specific glitch. This is some seriously creepy stuff. Let me know if you've ever experienced something like this while driving at night.
Cruising down a highway or navigating a quiet forest trail, one thing is for sure: always be aware of your surroundings. Danger can appear out of nowhere, just like in this heart-pounding close call with a cyclist. That was way too close. This video, uploaded on Reddit, shows just how quickly things can go wrong when you're out on a forest trail. In the footage, we see the cyclist calmly pedaling along, enjoying the peaceful ride, when suddenly, movement in the bushes catches his eye. In a split second, a massive wolf bursts out of the underbrush, charging straight at him. With lightning-fast reflexes, the cyclist kicks into high gear, pedaling for dear life as the wolf closes in. You can practically feel the adrenaline as he speeds down the trail, trying to outpace the predator. Luckily, he manages to pull away, leaving the wolf behind in the dust. The video cuts off there, but it leaves a lasting impression. A reminder that being alert can make all the difference. This cyclist's sharp instincts might just saved his life. I can't even imagine what would have happened if that wolf had gotten its paws on him. Among all the cryptids woven into our folklore, there's one that really gets under my skin: the infamous Chupacabra. It's the reason I double-check my pets every night before bed. But it's just a legend, right? Or is it? The photos you just saw come from an Instagram account, and they might be the chilling proof that cryptids like the Chupacabra actually exist. In these unsettling images, we see the remains of a bizarre creature with ferocious, predator-like teeth and a monstrous-looking head. Its fangs are alarmingly long, and a line of sharp spikes runs down its back like a jagged saw. The lower body resembles that of a dog, but with elongated arms and hind legs that are anything but normal. This supposed Chupacabra is downright terrifying. And those fangs, they're enough to fuel your nightmares for weeks. Part of me hopes this is just an elaborate art project, because the alternative, that this creature is real and out there, is too unsettling to consider. I definitely don't want this thing roaming around our world with us. Nature, as beautiful as it is, sometimes throws us a curveball that leaves us questioning reality. This next video feels like something plucked straight out of a sci-fi horror movie. This video was uploaded on YouTube, and ever since, it's been unsettling viewers with the bizarre creature it features. In the footage, we see a strange, almost human-faced creature lying on the ground. Its face is disturbingly human-like, with large, haunting eyes, a nose, and lips, all set on a bald, human-shaped head. But that's where the similarities end. The rest of its body, it's bizarrely armadillo-like. It looks like a twisted hybrid, a strange fusion of human and armadillo. Its bare skin is unsettlingly smooth, and across its back we can see those unmistakable armadillo-like scales. At first, I thought this was just some sort of creepy model or prop, but then it moves. It starts to shiver in the video, and that's when it hits you. This thing is alive. The very thought that nature could produce something like this sends shivers down your spine. Nature, we love you, but please stop creating things that look like they belong in our nightmares. For some, caves are cool spots for exploration, offering a sense of adventure. But for others, they hold relics of the past, hidden mysteries waiting to be uncovered. In this next video, a group of explorers stumbles upon something truly bizarre. A Cyclops and a headless man, both hidden deep within a cave.
Niech mnie świści! Ty! Aby tam w nocy tu wchodzi! No właśnie to chciałem powiedzieć, wyobraź sobie, że w nocy tutaj jesteś. Bym się zesrał. Ja pierniczę.
This TikTok video showcases an eerie discovery. As the explorers venture deeper into the cave, the camera pans to reveal a massive face etched into the cave wall. It has human-like features, a nose, lips. But the most unsettling part, it has just one eye, right in the middle of its forehead, just like the Cyclops giants from ancient myths, said to have once roamed the earth. The sight alone is enough to give you chills, but the strange discoveries don't stop there. As the camera moves further, it captures a statue of a headless man, separate from the wall but standing eerily still, as if someone had been turned to stone on the spot, missing their head entirely. It's an unnerving sight, leaving us to wonder who or what created these figures. Were they carved by ancient hands, or could these be remnants of something far more mysterious? Either way, this discovery leaves us pondering whether creatures like Cyclops and headless men might have existed in the distant past. Our oceans, vast and deep, hold countless secrets that we have yet to uncover. Strange, never-before-seen creatures are said to lurk in its depths, and a few of these mysterious beings were supposedly captured in this video. That was both massive and terrifying, right? The creatures you just saw were reportedly caught by fishermen during one of their deep-sea runs. In the first clip, we see a gigantic millipede-like creature writhing on the deck of the ship, handled cautiously by the crew. Its body is lined with hundreds of tentacle-like appendages, all slimy and wriggling, giving it an almost alien appearance. It's the kind of thing you'd expect to see in a nightmare. The second video showcases something just as creepy. An impossibly long, ancient-looking fish with a serpentine body stretching across the ship's deck. Both creatures are massive in size, making them look like something pulled straight from the darkest depths of the sea. But here's where it gets tricky. While these videos are spine-chilling, I can't help but think they might not be real. To me, this seems like the work of some seriously good computer-generated imagery. Even if these creatures aren't real, just the thought of such monstrous beings lurking beneath the waves is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. In our history, legends tell of human giants walking the earth, But what if I told you there were also monstrous giants among them? This video might just provide the proof. This spine-chilling video comes from TikTok and reveals what appears to be the remains of a giant humanoid monster. In the footage, we see a massive humanoid skeleton sprawled on the ground, eerily surrounded by the remnants of an enormous serpent. It looks as if the serpent coiled around the giant, leading to its demise. A dramatic scene frozen in time. A close-up shot of the giant's skeletal face reveals a colossal lower jaw, adorned with 2 terrifying fangs that could rival any horror movie monster. The video even compares this gigantic skeleton to an average human. And let me tell you, the difference is staggering. You can clearly see why I'm calling this being a giant. But here's where it gets concerning. Whoever dug this up might want to consider putting it back where it was found. I mean, do we really want to risk awakening some ancient curse? The last thing we need is giants roaming the earth again? We've seen unknown flying objects of all shapes and sizes, but what this next video captured is unlike anything else. And it feels all too real. Did you see that? This video has got the internet buzzing with countless debates sparking up over whether it's real or just an elaborate hoax. In the footage, we can spot a peculiar triangular unknown flying object cleverly hidden within a cloud. Its shape is unmistakably triangular, featuring 4 bright lights glowing beneath it. One at each corner and a larger one right in the center. What's truly eerie is how this unknown flying object seems to glide seamlessly with the cloud, almost as if it's attempting to camouflage itself among the fluffy white. If there ever was an alien craft trying to blend in, this one certainly gives it a shot, but it's not doing the best job at hiding. What do you think? Is this the real deal, or just another optical illusion? India, a land rich in culture and religion. But did you know it's also home to fireproof people? What am I talking about? Watch for yourself. The video you just saw showcases an Indian religious ritual known as Agni Kavadi, and it's absolutely shocking. In this clip, we see a massive bonfire with onlookers gathered around, excitement crackling in the air. As the crowd cheers, a person clad in traditional attire dashes toward the flames, and to everyone's astonishment, he climbs up the burning logs and walks straight through the fire. Then, one by one, others follow suit, seemingly unaffected by the scorching heat. It's hard to believe these individuals are literally passing through fire without so much as a burn. Are they fireproof superheroes? I highly doubt it. There's definitely some trickery at play here. Whatever the explanation, remember, please don't try this at home. This next video will show you why it's a good idea to check and clean your toilet tank every once in a while. You never know what might be brewing inside.
Andrew! Oh my gosh!
Oh my god.
Look at this one!
So many freaking frogs. This video comes from a homeowner who had a problem with his toilet water tank, but when he opened it, he was in for a shocking surprise. In the clip, as he lifts the lid, a whole colony of frogs is casually chilling inside. These little green guys are piled together, completely at home, in what most of us would consider a rather unexpected place. The owner's reaction is priceless. Who would expect to find tons of frogs living in their toilet tank like that? This video gives me chills because now I feel compelled to check my own toilet tank, and I can't help but wonder what might be lurking in there. Let's just hope it's not a python. When it comes to danger, there are always signs before something happens, and this video shows a warning that's as clear as it gets. Don't come inside.
Yun pa, yun o.
Andun pa?
Oo.
Daw, ba't
Ayun na nga, yun o.
tumalon yan dyan?
Wag, baka tumaron. Wag.
Don't go. This chilling video comes from a cave explorer in the Philippines. As he prepares to enter a cave, he captures a set of glowing eyes staring back at him from the darkness. These eerie eyes are fixed directly on the camera, and from their height, we can tell that whatever creature they belong to is quite tall. The distance between those eyes suggests it has a wide face as well. My guess? It's probably a bear. But the way it's staring right into our souls is downright terrifying. If I were the cave explorer, that would definitely be the last time I stood in front of a cave entrance. That's for sure. This video captures a creature hiding in the dark. This video was uploaded on TikTok by a user who claims to have captured something truly creepy while digging in a cave. You can barely make out the outline of its body, and what we do see looks unsettling, to say the least. At first glance, it almost resembles a dog with the shape of its head and body, but something about it just feels off. It's definitely not giving off your typical dog vibes. Whatever this thing is, I'm 100% sure I'm staying far away from it, as these guys should do as well. Stray animals in the neighborhood can be a nuisance, but imagine having a vulture infestation. That's not just annoying, it's downright eerie and terrifying. This video was uploaded on Reddit, capturing one of the weirdest and creepiest phenomena you'll ever see. Hundreds of vultures perched on rooftops across an entire neighborhood. In the footage, recorded by a passing driver, you can see these vultures just casually resting on the houses, as if they own the place. And it's not just one house, they're on every single roof in sight. Now, we all know vultures only show up when there's something dead nearby, which makes you wonder, what exactly did they find in that neighborhood? Whatever it is, it can't be good. And if that wasn't creepy enough, all the houses in this video look the same. Same paint, same design, like something straight out of a horror movie. It's almost like the perfect setup for something far more sinister. Honestly, seeing this many vultures in one place is enough to make anyone uneasy. As much as influencing might seem easy, the reality of having a social media presence can often lead to unsettling situations, just like what happened to the lady in this video.
Get out! Get out!
What on earth was he doing? This unsettling video comes from a TikTok influencer who was in the middle of a dance challenge when something bizarre occurs. While she's dancing and recording herself, she suddenly hears a noise coming from the window. Glancing over, she catches a glimpse of a shadow behind the curtains, and her heart drops. There's someone on the other side. In an instant, she goes into full-on panic mode and confronts the intruder. He responds in Spanish, casually asking if they're friends. Can you imagine? In her anxious state, she awkwardly replies that they are not. She bravely walks toward her door, demanding he leave. But when she pans the camera back, we get a chilling reveal. The man is now inside her apartment, through the balcony door. After some tense moments of confrontation, he eventually leaves, but the video ends there, leaving us all on edge. What was this man doing? It's a terrifying encounter, and I seriously hope this guy faced some serious consequences for his creepy behavior. This kind of thing isn't just scary, it's a crime. Our minds are naturally wired to find familiar shapes in random objects, like seeing animals or faces in clouds. But this next video takes that concept to a whole new level.
face.
This captivating video, which was uploaded to YouTube in 2011, captures a massive storm cloud that seems to take on an eerie humanoid face. As the camera pans across the darkening sky, the cameraman is simply recording what appears to be a typical storm cloud. But then, when he turns back, something bizarre unfolds before our eyes. The cloud starts to morph into what looks strikingly like a human face. First, it forms a prominent nose, then gradually reveals a forehead, eyes, and a mouth. It's undeniably distinct, and many viewers have commented that it feels like a sign from above. But if that's the case, what message could God be trying to send us? Is it a warning, a comfort, or something else entirely? The possibilities are both intriguing and unsettling. We've all heard tales of the infamous Loch Ness Monster, but apart from a few old photos floating around the internet, concrete evidence has been elusive until now. This next video might just give us the video proof we've all been waiting for. This footage comes from a beachgoer who captured the chaos that erupted when a monstrous visitor made its presence known in the water. In the video, we see something massive and elongated gliding through the waves, resembling a colossal sea serpent. It moves with a slow grace, inching closer to the swimmers, sending everyone into a state of panic. You can almost feel the tension in the air as people scramble to get out of the water, eyes wide with disbelief. Those who have seen this video are claiming it could very well be the infamous Loch Ness Monster. Looking at the size and shape of this creature, it's hard to dismiss the possibility. What do you think? Could this be the elusive legend come to life? If you spend any time on TikTok, you've probably heard of Randonautica, the app that leads adventurous souls to mysterious locations. Well, this next video showcases just how bizarre things can get when you dabble in the unknown.
Lock the fucking doors. Oh my god, Tyler! Tyler!
Captured by a group of teenage girls on their latest Randonautica adventure, this footage takes a turn into the weird. The girls are filming from their car when they spot a woman standing on the sidewalk, her gaze fixed directly on them, radiating an unsettling intensity. With an angry expression and a shopping cart beside her, she murmurs something to the group that sends shivers down your spine. Her demeanor is downright creepy. Those eyes appear almost completely black, adding a sinister vibe to the encounter. The way she speaks feels unnatural, amplifying the bizarre atmosphere. Honestly, if you ask me, this lady looks like she's on some kind of drugs. And if she isn't, well, I'm officially giving up shopping for good. Being in the wrong place at the wrong time can lead to some strange situations, but finding yourself in a spot where you clearly don't belong is a whole other level of weird, just like this rabbit. This video was taken by a beachgoer who was casually filming the gentle waves when something peculiar caught his eye. As the camera pans over the surf, a small figure emerges from the water. Curious, the cameraman approaches, and to his astonishment, it's a rabbit. Yes, you heard that right. A rabbit. This little guy hops out of the ocean, like it's the most normal thing in the world before darting towards the fields, leaving viewers with a sense of bewilderment. What on earth was this rabbit doing in the ocean? Sure, we know swamp bunnies can swim, but an ocean escapade, that's a whole different story. A bike rider set out on a thrilling night adventure, capturing the experience on his GoPro as he cruised through the Eerie Rongtong forest. But when he reviewed the footage, he was left utterly shocked by what he found. Creepy, right? In the footage, we see the rider gliding along a desolate night road, the bike's headlights slicing through the darkness as they illuminate the path ahead. All seems calm and peaceful, until the end of the clip. As the biker takes a slight turn, the camera unexpectedly reveals a ghostly white humanoid figure standing motionless in the middle of the road. This spectral presence is unnerving from every angle, and what's even more chilling is that the biker, completely unaware, rides right past it. Moments like this are precisely why I steer clear of night rides, folks. Who knows what might be lurking in the shadows? Animals. Some believe their minds are teeming with thoughts and emotions, while others think they're simply empty inside. This video might just challenge those assumptions and show you that you never really know what's happening in their heads. This TikTok video is both bizarre and hilarious at the same time. In the clip, we see a cameraman casually following what appears to be an anteater minding its own business. As the cameraman passes by, the anteater notices him and does one of the most peculiar things I've ever seen an animal do. It stands up on its hind legs and strikes a pose, arms wide open like it's channeling some retro 80s traffic warden. While this behavior might seem unusual, especially in low light or at nighttime, it's actually a natural defensive posture for these creatures. This poor dude was just chilling when he caught sight of the cameraman and decided to hit him with an unexpected pose. It's moments like these that remind us that animals can be full of surprises. Growing up, we've all been enchanted by the idea of mermaids as beautiful creatures with a half-human, half-fish appearance. However, this 100-year-old original mermaid skeleton might just make you rethink everything you thought you knew.
This is an original mermaid here. It's not a duplicate. It's an original mermaid.
That's insane. This video was recorded by a tourist visiting a museum when they stumbled upon a rather strange skeleton. In the footage, the camera pans toward what appears to be a child mermaid skeleton encased in glass, on display. From head to tail, this thing is downright terrifying. It has ferocious predator-like claws, and its skull is nothing like the graceful visage we imagine when we think of mermaids. The ribcage and tail are equally eerie, giving off a vibe that's far from enchanting. The cameraman then reads the details of this creature and discovers it's a 100-year-old real mermaid skeleton. While I can't verify the age, one thing's for sure. My dream of encountering a mermaid in real life has officially been dashed. I absolutely hate driving late at night on those desolate shortcut roads, not because of burglars or bandits, but because of the terrifying possibility of something like this happening. Thank God he didn't stop. This video you just saw comes from an Indian driver who was cruising through a forest road late at night. In the footage, he's driving in the rain, capturing the eerie calm of the surroundings. Everything seems peaceful at first until the camera catches something standing by the roadside, extending its long arm to signal for a ride. The driver, sensing something off, doesn't stop and just keeps driving, and the video ends there. From what we see, this figure appears humanoid, but that arm is way too long. Seriously, if we pause the video, just take a look at its skin color, and that unnaturally long arm. Whatever it was, I can't even begin to imagine what would have happened if this guy had decided to stop. Trust me, after watching this next video, you might find yourself second-guessing even your car's exhaust. This video was recorded by a car owner who was in the process of giving their vehicle a nice wash. In the footage, the backseat door is open, and as the camera pans inside, we see what looks like an exhaust pipe going through the door. But here's the twist. That's not an exhaust pipe at all. The real problem is that the exhaust pipe shouldn't be going through there. What we're actually looking at is a massive snake. Yes, this slithery creature found its way into the car body through some opening. Its unique color and texture make it look almost camouflaged against the interior, adding to the shock factor. So, the next time you wash your car, keep an eye out, because you never know what might be lurking inside. This next video shows what a solar eclipse looks like from Earth when it's at full power. It's almost otherworldly. Amazing, right? This video comes from a solar eclipse watch party, capturing this incredible sight. In the footage, we see hundreds of people gathered to witness the event. And then it happens, the moon moves directly in front of the sun, and suddenly, everything goes dark. The sunlight vanishes as if someone flipped off your room's bulb. Even though it's daytime, the surroundings are completely shrouded in darkness, leaving everyone in awe. It's pretty cool to think about how our world works, and that events like this can happen right before our eyes. We've got another jaw-dropping wonder from nature, straight out of Minnesota. Imagine needing to escape bad weather, but instead of moving cities, you just walk out the other door. In this clip, we see a garage with heavy rain pouring down. But wait, look through the other door. It's a bright sunny day. Let's replay that. Torrential downpour on one side and clear, sunny skies on the other. It's like having a weather portal right in your garage. Who needs Doctor Strange's sling ring when Minnesota's weather can give you a magical doorway? Nature's full of surprises, isn't it? Would you step into the rain or bask in the sunshine? If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. People say the witching hour between 2 and 3 in the morning is when the truly terrifying creatures emerge. Well, this home security camera footage might just prove it. This chilling video comes from a home security camera that captured a truly bizarre and frightening creature lurking near the house. The camera is focused on the fence when something unnatural appears in the tall grass. This thing looks almost human, but its skin is entirely white, and it has this creepy way of peering into the camera. It seems to know it's being watched, constantly checking to see if the camera is on it. The homeowner was understandably terrified after seeing this. Honestly, if I saw that thing lurking around my house, I'd be packing my bags for the suburbs the next day. Being out on the ocean, spotting another boat is a huge relief. It means there's human presence out there, but that sense of comfort turns to terror when you see a boat upside down, and there's no one around.
Not something you see every day, right there. That's a weird feeling. Got the FLs, marked its location.
This footage was captured by a group of fishermen during their routine fishing trip. About 50 miles from shore, they encountered something truly bizarre. In the video, you can see something floating towards them. At first glance, it looks like a giant, menacing jellyfish. But a closer look reveals a large, capsized boat with no one on board. It's chilling to see this vessel upside down, 50 miles out at sea, with absolutely nothing else in sight for miles. The fishermen did the right thing by noting the boat's registration number and location, and reporting it to the Coast Guard. Let's hope everyone on board is safe. This incident makes me wonder why boats aren't painted orange on the bottom. It would be much easier to spot them from a distance in case of an emergency, compared to this color. Nanny cams are lifesavers. They let us keep an eye on our little ones when we can't be there. But sometimes they capture stuff that's downright bizarre and terrifying.
But check this out. Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room. So, okay. Nothing, right? Like, what the f? Definitely something in there.
You saw that, right? This video is from a guy babysitting his nephew while his aunt was out of town. What he saw on the nanny cam freaked him the hell out. In the video, he says he's not sure if he's losing his mind, but he saw something on the camera in his nephew's room. He goes into the room, checks everywhere, the bathroom, under the bed, behind the table, but finds nothing. Back in the living room, he checks the nanny cam again, and there it is, a shadow standing in front of the camera, behind a plushie. The shadow doesn't move at all, and it's only visible on the camera, which is super creepy. It looks like a small humanoid shape. I'm leaning towards this being a glitch in the nanny cam, like it couldn't handle shadows properly and created that weird image. But if that's not it, then what the hell was it? What you just saw was originally posted on TikTok, and it's been freaking people out ever since. In the clip, you see this disturbing humanoid creature slowly crawling toward the camera, and trust me, it's the stuff of nightmares. The creature has hair covering most of its body, except for its completely bald head, making it even more unsettling. But what really gets me are its eyes. Those eyes aren't just looking at you. They feel like they're piercing straight into your soul. The face gives off this sinister, almost evil vibe, like it knows something we don't. Some people are speculating that it might be a Bigfoot. But my God, if they look like this, no wonder they've been hiding from cameras for so long. Whatever this thing is, it's enough to make anyone want to double-check their windows at night. When it comes to cryptids, the list is endless. Fairies, baby dragons, Bigfoot, you name it. But there's one creature that always stands out. One that feels disturbingly close to reality. Werewolves. And what makes it even creepier is that there's evidence suggesting they may have once roamed among us, just like this preserved body, for example. Isn't this terrifying? The image you're looking at comes from the internet and appears to show what looks like the preserved body of a werewolf. In these three photos, we see a truly fearsome, predator-like creature with a savage wolf's head. It has long, pointy ears, an elongated snout filled with sharp, thick teeth, and enormous eye sockets that give it an even more menacing look. At first, it resembles a wolf, until you notice the body. This thing has a human-like torso, complete with 2 arms, a ribcage like ours, and it's standing upright, just like a person. Honestly, it looks like something straight out of a science fiction werewolf warrior scene. Wolves on their own are already intimidating, but picture one with human legs and even more ferocious teeth. That's nightmare fuel. It's often said that witchcraft is very real, and that people still practice it in hidden corners of the world. This next video captures what might just be a glimpse into that dark, mystical realm, capturing a supposed witch caught in the middle of something truly bizarre. This footage was taken by a local villager during a late-night round, and he was completely unsettled by what he witnessed. In the video, you can see an old woman, hunched over in an almost unnatural posture, doing something strange on the ground. She looks human enough, but there's this unmistakable, sinister vibe surrounding her. It's hard to shake the feeling that something dark is at play. She's holding a white piece of paper, and she's licking it. Her other hand is caked in mud, as if she's been digging or performing some kind of ritual. It honestly feels like we've just stumbled upon her in the middle of some witchcraft ceremony. Now sure, if we take a skeptical look, maybe she's dealing with some mental health issues, or perhaps she's under the influence of something. But the way she moves, the way she seems to know what she's doing, it's hard not to believe she's deep into some dark magic or voodoo ritual. As vast as our land is, the ocean harbors secrets beyond imagination, mysteries lurking in its depths, waiting to be uncovered. One such strange creature was recently captured by a group of fishermen in Thailand, and it looks utterly bizarre. What you just witnessed was filmed by a fishing boat during a routine outing. In the footage, a slimy, amorphous mass wriggles on the deck, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. This peculiar blob seems to be made up of individual bodies fused together, forming a grotesque clump. And if that wasn't unsettling enough, you can spot black dots scattered across its surface, which look eerily like the eyes of these creatures peering out from within. If this thing were just lying still, it might not seem so alarming. But the fact that it's moving, what could it be? Is it a creature from another world, or something that resides in the mysterious depths of our mighty ocean? The possibilities are as vast as the sea itself, and the sheer strangeness of it all leaves us both fascinated and unnerved. There are moments when our minds simply can't grasp the danger lurking around us until it's far too late to back off. This lady's experience truly highlights that precarious balance. This next video comes from a group of friends enjoying a trip to the river when one of them had an incredibly close encounter. In the footage, you can see a woman floating on an inflatable float, blissfully riding the gentle current. But her calm quickly turns to panic. She frantically tries to paddle away from the approaching reptile, but her efforts seem futile. What could have been a dangerous situation is surprisingly lighthearted, as she and her friends are laughing and joking about it, seemingly unfazed by the peril just inches away. Thankfully, nothing terrible happens, and the woman escapes without a scratch. But let's be real for a second. This little creature, as innocent as it may look, has the potential to take a chunk out of you in the blink of an eye. Not something you want to take light. When it comes to nature's most extraordinary creatures, the octopus tops the list. This fascinating being has brains literally in every single one of its tentacles. And let's not even get started on its incredible ability to squeeze through the tiniest of openings, just like in the video you're about to see.
He's stuck. He is not. He is just working his way through. I'm dead serious.
Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's popping. Look at that. He's popping through.
Yeah.
That's nasty. It's like...
Isn't that awesome? This footage comes from a fishing boat where the crew had caught an octopus in their net. As the octopus made its escape, they decided to record the action. In the video, you can see, to everyone's amazement, this incredible creature begins to squeeze its way through. It starts by pulling its legs in, then its entire massive body. Yes, even that large head follows suit. The crew aboard is utterly fascinated, watching in awe as the octopus performs this remarkable feat. But how do they manage such a thing? The secret lies in their unique biology. Octopuses don't have bones. This absence of bones allows them to contort and compress their bodies, enabling them to escape through almost any gap. Nature is truly mind-blowing, isn't it? This next video gives us another glimpse into the unknown, this time with a whole new shape and size that's bound to catch your eye. This video was recorded by a driver on their usual commute to work, but what they caught on camera was far from ordinary. In the footage, you can see an upside-down triangle hovering eerily above a mountain. The object is gritty in texture and seems to just float there, casually lurking in the sky. Now, the video was shot from a distance, so we don't get a close-up view. But even from afar, you can tell this thing looks pretty solid, almost like it's some kind of spacecraft structure. If it's an unknown flying object, it's certainly up to something strange. Then again, who's to say it's not just a uniquely shaped air balloon floating by? Whatever it is, it sure looks peculiar from the driver's perspective. We've all had that unsettling feeling at night, like something or someone is watching us from the dark corners. Usually, we brush it off as just our imagination. But after seeing this next video, you might start to wonder if it's more than just your mind playing tricks on you.
Es que allá nosotros vemos algo. No sé si alcancen a ver, pero no hay algo. No nos queremos acercar, pero se ve muy negro. ¡No te pases!
This eerie footage comes from a group of friends playing a casual game of flip the bottle on the street at night. From the start, you can sense a nervous vibe among the girls as they laugh and play. Then, one of them spots something behind them that immediately heightens the tension. They keep playing, but it's clear whatever, or whoever, was behind them was enough to make them uneasy. Eventually, they pan the camera towards where they saw it, and that's when things get downright terrifying. There, in the darkness, stands a shadowy figure. It's humanoid, barely visible, just standing there, watching them. One of the girls notices it moving, and that's when they lose it. Screams fill the air as they run away in sheer panic. Honestly, it feels like something straight out of a horror movie. I can't help but wonder what that figure really was. But one thing's for sure, those girls won't be playing on the street at night again anytime soon. And after watching this, neither would I. There's no shortage of bizarre and unexplained things happening around the world, and this video is no exception. What even is that? This video surfaced online, showing what looks like a cotton-like creature sitting in a strange nest. The video opens with a close-up of this nest-like structure, which has walls made of cotton-like material. There's an opening at the top, and as the camera zooms in, something truly creepy happens. A creature starts to emerge. This thing looks like it's made of humanoid hair, and it doesn't have a shape or form we can easily identify. It's just this eerie, hairy mass peeking out from its nest. By the end, it fully comes out, and you can spot two small dots on what seems to be its head, probably its eyes. But honestly, this creature is so strange and surreal, it almost feels unreal. I don't know about you, but if I were the cameraman, I'd have set that thing on fire right then and there. We've got enough weirdness going on without adding this to the list. Sleep paralysis. A living nightmare for so many. It's already horrifying on its own, and science reassures us it's all in our heads. But what if it's not? This next video might make you question that. This video comes from someone who regularly suffers from sleep paralysis. After one particularly terrifying night, he discovered something eerie, red handprints on his wall. As the video plays, you can see these handprints are upside down and scattered all over. They look human-like, but strangely, they're not in pairs, just single random prints. And here's the creepiest part. When he lifts a poster on the wall, another handprint is revealed beneath it. The uploader believes these prints are linked to his sleep paralysis, as they only appeared after that night. It's weird because sleep paralysis is supposed to be a trick of the mind, but this makes it feel like something could be happening for real, right in your room, while you're unable to move. Today seems to be the day for strange creatures, and what this grandma has captured is truly unsettling.
Oh my goodness gracious, what the hell? Ain't nobody in the other room. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Take a close look at this. What is that? Its face has oddly human-like features, but there's something off. It almost looks like a sea lion. But let's be real. What would a sea lion be doing in this grandma's room? What's even stranger is that she claims this isn't the first time this creature has appeared. Look at its face. It doesn't seem threatening at all. In fact, it almost has a curious, innocent expression, like it's trying to ask something. At first glance, you might think this is computer generated, but it looks way too real. Before we get to those horns, just focus on the eyes for a second. I've never seen eyes like that on a snake before. Pitch black, standing out against its pristine white skin. I've seen horned snakes before, but never anything like this. Most are tiny, barely noticeable, but these. They're at least a foot long, maybe more. It's like a crown of bone, giving the snake an almost ghostly, a worldly presence. The white skin, those piercing eyes, and those horns. This doesn't look like any snake we've seen in the wild. Could this be a rare species? A new mutation? Or are we witnessing something far more mysterious? Now, moving on to something bizarre and downright terrifying. For decades, people have been hunting for proof of Bigfoot. Sightings, blurry photos, shaky footage, yet no one has ever been able to conclusively prove its existence. The footage is clear, up close, and honestly, this might be the most detailed Bigfoot sighting we've ever seen. It has everything: the massive hairy figure, those long confident strides. Could this really be the conclusive proof we've been waiting for? I have to admit, I'm skeptical. After all these years of blurry footage and hearsay, now we suddenly get this perfect Hollywood-level shot of Bigfoot. As much as I want to believe, this seems almost too perfect to be real. What do you think? After heavy rains and floods swept through the area, these bizarre formations appeared. At first glance, it looks like the ground itself is coming alive, pushing these stones upward like some kind of geological phenomenon. You don't expect to see this in the aftermath of a flood. It's eerie, almost as if something underground is trying to surface. The unsettling thing about nature is how unpredictable it can be. One minute you're dealing with a flood, the next you're faced with something that feels like it belongs in a mystery novel. What do you think is happening here? Are we looking at a freak geological event, or is this something more mysterious? Ever had that feeling that something just isn't right, even when you're alone in your own home? I've got to say he's braver than most. I wouldn't dare go near that door without backup. But then, what is that? He's right to be startled. It's a hand. Twisted in an unnatural way, bent at the wrist like it's broken. The bathroom is completely empty. So what was that hand? And how did it disappear without a trace? The moment you think you're safe is the moment the unknown creeps in. And sometimes, it leaves you with nothing but unanswered questions. That house is haunted for sure. Get out of there, mate, like right now. What would you do if you looked up and saw something you just couldn't explain?
4. Launching, one after another.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If you look up, tell me if you see these.
And those are not jets. Those are not.
No, they're not. They're silent.
It starts with a couple of bright orbs, silently floating through the sky. No engine noise, no flashing lights. Just these glowing dots, slowly drifting away. And here's where it gets wild. There aren't just one or two, but more and more appear, and no one seems to know what they're looking at. The people recording are just as baffled as we are. Those aren't planes, that's for sure. These objects are moving in ways that don't match anything we've seen before. The excitement in their voices says it all. They know they're capturing something truly strange. So, what are these mysterious orbs? Alien spacecrafts? Drones? Something else entirely? Could this be the proof we've been waiting for? Or just another fleeting mystery that leaves us with more questions than answers? What if giants weren't just myths or legends? Filmed in São Tomé das Letras, the video shows a massive figure, towering over trees and rocks, casually strolling through the landscape. And the strangest part, the figure seems to be using a cell phone. Common sense might tell you this is a hoax. But reactions online have been wild. Some believe it's clever editing, while others think this could be proof of the legends. But here's the big question. If it's fake, why does it look so convincing? The sheer size of this figure is hard to ignore. So what do you think? A real-life giant walking among us, or a brilliantly staged illusion? Either way, it sparked curiosity, and we're left with another mystery to unravel. Let's dive into some fascinating physics. So what happens when you pour liquid nitrogen onto something that's warmer? Something strange, almost supernatural. The extreme temperature difference causes the nitrogen to instantly boil, creating a cushion of gas beneath the droplets, making them levitate like they're floating above the surface. It's like watching white dementors glide across the surface, or ghostly figures dancing in water, mesmerizing and eerie, all at once. This same effect happens with water on a hot plate, but liquid nitrogen? It takes it to a whole new chilling level. You're about to witness one of the strangest creatures you've probably never heard of. The tortoise beetle larva.
Largest insects in the rainforest. A tortoise beetle larva. Its hair is actually an accumulation of its own feces.
This tiny creature might look harmless, but it has one of the weirdest defense mechanisms in the insect world. You'll notice something unusual, what looks like debris or a shield on its back, but that's not just any shield. It's made from its own shed skin and feces. This bizarre shield helps protect the larva from predators, creating an unsettling disguise. It's one of nature's most unique survival tactics. Strange, gross, but fascinating all the same. Ever glanced at the sky and had that sinking feeling that doomsday might be upon us? Well, brace yourselves, because this video aims to give you a taste of just that. This unsettling footage comes all the way from Michigan and was captured by a family who were, let's just say, thoroughly freaked out. In the video they recorded we can see multiple smoky trails streak across the sky, seemingly descending towards the ground. It's like something out of a movie. Fireballs raining down from the heavens. There are 5, maybe 6 of these trails, stretching from high above all the way down near the horizon. So what exactly caused this unsettling display? Online theories have been flying faster than those smoky trails. Some believe it could be debris from a destroyed aircraft. Others say parts of a rocket. And a few even went as far as suggesting alien activity. Now, let's get a little scientific here. While those theories are certainly out there, the most likely explanation is a meteor shower. Meteors, also known as shooting stars, heat up as they enter Earth's atmosphere, creating the glowing trails we see. Even though it's a natural phenomenon, there's no denying the eerie feeling this video evokes. This next video will have you locking your doors and checking the windows twice. A homeowner in his own neighborhood stumbled upon something straight out of a nightmare.
Dude, what the fuck is that? Dude, look through the night vision. Look on the screen. See, what is that? Hello? Hey, who is that?
This footage shows a homeowner venturing out to investigate strange screams echoing outside his house. As he cautiously prowls the neighborhood, his camera captures a mysterious figure lurking in the distance. Despite the homeowner's attempts to communicate, the figure remains silent, ominously darting across the street. Suddenly, the air is pierced by a blood-curdling scream.
It's tripping me out, dude.
Sending shivers down the homeowner's spine, who wastes no time in hightailing it out of there with his camera in tow. What's truly unnerving is that the entity captured on camera bears no resemblance to anything we've ever seen before. Its spectral appearance suggests something otherworldly, perhaps a ghost or a spirit. After witnessing this spine-chilling encounter, it's safe to say that investigating strange noises in the dead of night is off the table for me. Ever wondered what it'd be like to see a real-life flying person? Not the kind in cheesy superhero movies, mind you, but something a whole lot more unsettling.
Lindsay, come here.
This unsettling footage, captured in Maryhill, has gone viral, leaving both locals and internet users bewildered. In the clip, you'll see this figure up high, looking just like a person. It's got a shape that seems to have a head, arms, and legs, all covered in what looks like a big billowing cloak. And it's zipping through the sky at a pretty fast pace, leaving everyone scratching their heads. Now, if I had to take a guess, it could be some sort of fancy drone made to look like a person, maybe to freak people out or pull a prank. Or it might just be one of those huge kites that look like a person, but are really just made of paper. Either way, whether it's a drone or a kite, seeing something like that flying around would give anyone the creeps. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This next clip, captured in 2006 in British Columbia, recounts the unforgettable experience of two brothers during a camping trip.
Quick, stay back!
The footage, recorded by one of the brothers, initially captures a large dark figure in the distance, prompting them to assume it was a bear. However, upon closer examination, they quickly realized it wasn't a bear at all, prompting a hasty retreat. Upon returning to the same spot later on, they discovered massive footprints in the ground, resembling those of an exceptionally large creature. In the first video, The brothers describe seeing a dark figure behind the bushes, standing at an imposing 6 feet tall, hunched over, and seemingly fixated on them. However, upon their return, the figure was nowhere to be found. While some speculate it could have been a massive black bear, the footprints they discovered cast doubt on this theory. Could this encounter have been with Bigfoot or something even more ominous? The mystery remains. Imagine a massive rock, the size of a truck, hurtling straight toward you. What's your first move? Obviously, you jump out of the way, right? Well, not these hikers. They just stood there, watching, as if they were front row at a live-action thriller. That was way too close for comfort. This clip comes from a group of hikers who were out enjoying a nice hike when suddenly they spotted a giant boulder breaking loose from the nearby mountain. And when I say giant, I mean huge. In the video, you can see this enormous rock plummeting down at breakneck speed, heading straight for them. But here's the crazy part. These guys just stand there, gawking at it like it's some new blockbuster movie. The rock was speeding towards them, and only when it got dangerously close did they realize they were in serious trouble. Panic set in, and they scrambled to get out of the way, narrowly dodging the boulder by the smallest of margins. Honestly, this might be one of the slowest reactions I've ever seen. Or maybe just the dumbest. Either way, I bet these hikers learned their lesson and won't be caught hesitating like that again. For some, nighttime offers a peaceful escape from the exhaustion of the day, while for others, it brings an unsettling sense of dread, not just because of the darkness, but because of what might be lurking within it. This video offers a chilling glimpse into that eerie world. Captured by an unknown individual, this video surfaced online, showcasing something truly spine-tingling, a night crawler. In the footage, the cameraman appears to be wandering through a dense forest, searching for something, and then suddenly, he finds it. A figure emerges, peeking from behind a tree. This figure is utterly horrifying, possessing a humanoid shape, but the scariest part, it's staring directly into the camera, as if it had been waiting for the cameraman's arrival. This lurking cryptid is enough to send chills down your spine. But I can't help but wonder, what on earth was this man doing in such a creepy place in the first place? Our technology keeps advancing at a rapid pace, but I never thought it would be able to capture real-life ghosts like this. What you just saw comes from the Apple Vision Pro, showcasing what appears to be ghostly figures wandering around a kitchen. In the video, you can see a white outline of a ghost casually tiptoeing through the house. This specter has a humanoid shape and suddenly starts chasing the cameraman. But don't freak out. It's just a game simulation using the Apple Vision Pro. These ghosts are purely virtual. Let's be honest, seeing something follow you like that is pretty creepy to say the least. Just imagine if our mobile cameras could do this. We might catch glimpses of what other entities, or individuals, are living right beside us. They say if you have a strong enough bond with a loved one who has passed away, they can communicate with you from the afterlife. I didn't believe this until I stumbled upon this haunting video. Did you hear that? This video comes from a father whose daughter recently passed away, and it seems she's still trying to show her love. The footage is captured by a nanny cam, And as the father walks past his daughter's room, something incredible happens. As he passes, you can hear a faint sound saying, "I love you, Daddy." It's a high-pitched whisper that's almost imperceptible, yet it's undeniably there. When the father heard this sound in the recording afterward, he remarked that it definitely sounds like his daughter. It's truly shocking to see something like this captured on video. What are your thoughts on it? There's a long-standing debate about whether animals have feelings, and this video from a construction site might just shed some light on it. What you just saw was captured by a construction worker who encountered a rather unusual situation at work. In the video, as the conveyor belt machine is running, something unexpected pops out of its nozzle. A raccoon, but wait, it gets even better. Instead of just scurrying away, this clever raccoon jumps right back onto the conveyor belt and takes the whole ride again. And again. It looks like the raccoon is using it as a motorized slide, enjoying every moment of it. It's incredible to witness animals like raccoons finding joy and entertainment in their surroundings like this. What do you think? Do animals have feelings? This little guy certainly seems to be having a blast. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. When it comes to our planet, we have solid earth, water, and then there's sand. Each of these elements brings its own set of strange phenomena, and this video captures something particularly eerie happening in the sand. In this intriguing footage from a desert, a worker stumbles upon a bizarre phenomenon that's hard to ignore. As the camera rolls, we see the sand sinking into the ground, almost like a sinkhole is forming right before our eyes. It's mesmerizing and unsettling all at once. Curiously, the cameraman tosses a couple of bricks into this strange pit, and they disappear as if they were swallowed whole. It's a sight that left me scratching my head, so I decided to do a little digging. Turns out, there are a couple of reasonable explanations for this oddity. It could be the result of a pierced pipe beneath the sand, causing excessive air pressure, or maybe it's just a natural gas leak. But honestly, that still doesn't fully explain why it's gobbling up everything in sight. To me, it feels like a scene straight out of the movie Dune. The sea is truly terrifying, with its vastness and the sheer force of its waves. This video captures the horror of the ocean, taking our fear to a whole new level. What we're looking at here are clips from the Northern Sea, the very place sailors dread the most. In the first clip, we witness a ship being tossed around, practically standing on its end, as a massive wave engulfs it. It's as if the ocean is toying with this colossal vessel, reminding us just how small we really are in its presence. Then, we move to another ship that seems to dance up and down on the towering waves, desperately trying to maintain its balance. The tension is palpable as it crashes back into the water with a bone-rattling splash. And just when you think it can't get worse, we see yet another monstrous wave looming over a ship, making navigation nearly impossible. These waves are over 50 feet high. Truly a sailor's worst nightmare. Hats off to the builders of these ships. It's a testament to human engineering that they managed to stay upright in such chaotic waters. Always lock your car doors. I'm not just talking about carjackers. There are some wild beasts in nature that have evolved to get inside.
If it was unlocked, they would. Look, he's pulling. Oh my god. Caleb! Caleb, he's in their car! Oh, he's trapped! He's trapped in their car!
This incredible video was recorded by a driver and later uploaded online. In the footage, we see a curious black bear sauntering toward a parked car. As it approaches the front door, the bear surprisingly stands up on its hind legs and casually opens the door. Yep, it was unlocked. The bear then slips inside, and the door swings shut behind it, trapping the furry intruder. It's likely the bear was just on the hunt for a snack, but now it's locked inside the vehicle. Imagine the owner's reaction when they return to find this ferocious and unexpected surprise waiting for them. So please, take my advice and lock your doors. Wild animals are more cunning than you think. There's a fine line between being overly confident and downright reckless, and this pilot seems to completely obliterate that line while recording this clip. What you just witnessed comes from a pilot with a questionable idea, recording a tornado as it begins to form. In the video, we see the pilot circling around a swirling column of air extending ominously toward the ground, resembling a landspout tornado in the making. It's an incredible sight, but let's be real. The pilot is way too close for comfort. Tornadoes can form in an instant, and in the blink of an eye, they transform into massive beasts capable of sucking everything in their path. Luckily, this daring pilot made it out okay, but seriously, what was he thinking? If you hate worms, I recommend you skip this next video because it showcases your worst nightmare on a grand scale.
是不是？我们走旁边，走旁边，走旁边。
Absolutely terrifying. This video, uploaded on YouTube, captures what looks like a river of creepy crawlies migrating to who knows where. As we watch, thousands, no, tens of thousands, of these wriggling creatures form a caravan, and they are seriously large. As the cameraman zooms in, we realize that these aren't just any ordinary worms. They're centipedes. It's likely they're migrating to a damp area, but just imagine, you're lying there in their path, and suddenly they're all crawling over you. The thought alone is pure nightmare fuel. Having security cameras installed at home usually provides a sense of safety, but occasionally, they can capture scenes that evoke the opposite feeling. In this 2019 video from a house's security camera, the backyard of the house initially appears normal. However, something catches the eye in the background, a being moving in a peculiar way. This creature has long hands, tiny legs, and uses its hands for walking. It doesn't resemble any known animal or human, leaving viewers puzzled. Some viewers suggest it could be the rake or a skinwalker due to its appearance, but I doubt that. The rake and skinwalker typically move on all fours like animals, so my guess is that this might be a nightcrawler, known for their slightly elongated arms. Our forests are full of mysterious creatures, and this Canadian video adds to the sightings. The footage captures a distant view of the Canadian woods, revealing a strange humanoid creature crouching within. It remains in a crouched position, potentially waiting for something or someone to pass by, hinting at a possible intention to attack. The creature's long arms give it an intimidating appearance, and at times it seems to be signaling someone to either follow or stay low. It's conceivable that this creature is part of a group, possibly gathered for hunting. As the cameraman continues recording, he pans the camera toward a cyclist approaching the figure. When he turns the camera back to the creature, it mysteriously disappears, and the video concludes, upon zooming in, the creature's strange body texture and a lizard-like head become apparent. Based on these features, to me, this creature looks like it could be a lizard man. Ever seen those alien-like worms from movies? This video brings you footage of something similar. Recorded by a villager after rain, it shows a worm in the mud, initially appearing normal. The creature undergoes a transformation when touched by the villager. Root-like webs start growing from its body, expanding rapidly. These web-like structures emerge as a defensive mechanism, triggered when the worm feels threatened. Despite its terrifying appearance, this worm isn't an extraterrestrial invader, but a creature that has existed on our planet for a long time. Belonging to the Nemertea phylum, it's known as the ribbon worm. The ribbon worm uses its web for both capturing prey and as a defense mechanism. So viewers, there's no need to rush to your bunkers. This creature is not an alien. A Reddit user uploaded a video claiming to have captured footage of a cryptid in an abandoned house. In the shared footage, the explorers are seen navigating the abandoned house, but the front door is locked. Undeterred, the curious cameraman spots a small opening at the top of the door and inserts his camera to record the interior. The camera captures a dark hallway, and at the end of it, a figure with glowing eyes is standing, staring back at the camera. The cameraman, focused on extending his hand to get a better shot, remains unaware of the creature. The mysterious figure continues to stare for a while before suddenly charging towards the camera. Unknowingly, the man recording pulls out his camera, just as the creature is about to attack. In the video, viewers can even catch a glimpse of the creature's claw as the explorer retrieves the camera. While it's challenging to discern details due to the darkness, it's clear that whatever this creature was, its sudden charge suggests that its motives were anything but innocent. Have you ever seen those sci-fi movies where enormous space squids soar through the sky, causing terror? Well, there's a video circulating that seems to capture a real-life version of that scenario. Taken from...
For more captivating content like this, click here. Thank you for tuning in.